Emergencies can be frightening, but for someone who already faces a unique challenge in their everyday life, an emergency can be especially daunting. According to the 2001 and 2003 Harris Interactive Surveys released by the National Organization on Disabilities, the 54 million people in the United States who have disabilities are less prepared and more anxious than the general population. Working with the Alabama Emergency Management Agency and the 6 county EMAs located in Alabama's Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program, or CSEP, Metro Services manages the Alabama Special Needs Population Program. Emergencies can occur at any time. During an emergency, local, state, and federal agencies work to assist affected communities, but residents must have realistic expectations. Emergency workers will not be able to get to everyone needing assistance right away. Our goal is to empower people with special needs to be as self-sufficient as possible before, during, and after emergencies. For CSEP planning, persons with special needs include people who have a physical, mental, or medical disability, and who would not have nearby assistance from family, friends, or neighbors during a CSEP event. Latchkey children, people who do not have transportation, and people who do not understand English are included in the special needs program if they do not have nearby assistance. As part of the Alabama Special Needs Population Program, Metro Services has created the Alabama Caregiver Training Initiative, or ACT. The 2004 Harris Interactive Survey for the National Organization on Disabilities found that only 16% of public awareness campaigns directed at people with disabilities are in accessible formats. To bridge this gap in communication, Alabama Caregiver Training is aimed at the person who already has an important role in a special needs person's life, the caregiver. Professional caregivers such as home health care aides and caseworkers can use our training materials. They can also be used by family members, community volunteers, and others who provide services to people with special needs. By educating the caregiver, Metro Services creates a valuable resource for reaching people with special needs. Caregivers can share emergency preparedness information, assist with planning, and provide regular reminders about preparedness. Our goal is to reach people with special needs and to teach them to identify a number of things. Hazards that could affect them and their community. Unique challenges that they may face during an emergency due to their physical, mental, or medical disability. Resources to meet those challenges. People who can become part of a help network. Alabama Caregiver Training includes a caregiver's guide to emergency preparedness for people with special needs. The guide is written in concise and easy to understand language. It covers 10 important emergency preparedness topics and includes information for a CSEP event and other hazards, such as severe weather. Worksheets for each topic are included in the guide. The worksheets are also in a separate booklet. The caregiver can use their guide as an information source while helping the person with special needs fill out the worksheets with personal information. Training workshops are offered to healthcare organizations, community agencies, and other groups who work with people with special needs. Through the workshops, caregivers learn how to use the training materials to help a person with special needs in creating an emergency preparedness plan. An important part of the workshops is a 15-minute video created for the Alabama CSEP community. The video offers practical suggestions for emergency planning for people with special needs. Through the Alabama Special Needs Population Program, people with special needs who live in the CSEP footprint can register with the Emergency Management Agency. Metro Services directs an annual outreach campaign to encourage registration. Metro Services manages the registry of people with special needs and provides the information to the state and county EMAs. Metro Services has developed a quarterly newsletter highlighting emergency preparedness information for people with special needs and other information resources that are mailed to people who are registered with the program. The materials are also distributed through organizations who serve people with special needs. Information is provided in Spanish and Braille. To learn more about the Alabama Caregiver Training or the Alabama Special Needs Population Program, contact Metro Services at 256-236-8654 or 800-263-0201. Metro Services can create a public education campaign and training materials for special populations in your community.